everybody to the Cybertronian Exchange, and today we're going to be looking at Studio Series Dinobot Slug with Daniel Witwicky. Hesitant on this figure. I actually picked it up for a buddy of mine when I was in Austin, and he told me check it out, give it a once over. If I like it, I can keep it. If not, he will take it off my hands. So I went ahead and snagged it. Side, you actually see Daniel's face in there, but you can't right there. He looks like a big old fat eggshell. So on the back, both robot dino mode and Studio Series background, which no one really cares about. At least I don't think they do. So yeah, basic box, clear up top. Don't even know why they bother with that. And there's the bottom. So all right, let's get it open. Let's see, and the instructions are buried down in here. Take those out. Set the box to the side. We're going to try and do this without instructions, just like normal. Yeah, we're just going to start cutting tabs here and here and there and there. And that's it. There's that. Now we can throw the rest of this away. I'm just kidding. We'll get Daniel out. We'll take a look at that shit pile. It's like he's in perma squat. It's about as useful as Wheelie. So yeah, well, I'll start fussing on that here in a minute. Let's get this trash out of the way. Don't mind the dog hair. All right. So let's look at the part that we're going to throw to the side the quickest. This is Daniel in his exosuit. Basically, the arms are on ball pegs. No shoulder articulation or anything like that. Just spin his arm around, and that's about it. You got a couple of peg holes there. Don't know what those are for. Super hollow parts for no apparent reason. No sort of waist swivel. So he can squat and fall backwards. I imagine this is so he can ride him just like Wheelie's supposed to ride Grimlock. I've got Wheelie around here somewhere, not in this room. I'm not even going to bother with him. I do not even care about Wheelie or Daniel for that matter. This is junk. I mean, give me a sword. Screw this crap. Get that shit out of here. Here's his gun. It's got a peg. Peg's right there. The whole piece is molded gray plastic, and then it's painted this beige, khaki, non-metallic color. So, sculpted really well. I do like the sculpt. The sculpt is very well done. But yeah, man, weak sauce on the paint. So, but holds the gun just fine. No sweat. So, there's that. So, I'm just going to move that out of the way. All right, let's take a look at the figure. He is molded red plastic for the most part, and molded silver plastic. You can see webbing or marbling in the gray or in the silver, but that's neither here nor there. That's pretty common. It's got painted eyes or visor. The head looks to be molded plastic all the way around. We got Autobot Tampo there, and flat black paint there. Some more of that khaki silverish paint that's not, looks metallic, not sure. I think it's supposed to kind of pattern this color here and this color down here, but it's not quite there. These are molded plastic with green and blue paint, and then molded silver plastic with gold paint. And there he is from the back. So let's see. For head articulation, we got a little bit of down. And let's see. We got down. We got a little bit of up, but it's like this piece isn't tabbed in here. It's free to move. So you can get more up than you can need. But you got left and right, or that's his right and that's his left, and it's on a ball peg, so I think, yep, you get a little attitude, a little sass. Hold on, I don't think I have y'all at a good height here. Let me move y'all up. So, all right, I think it's a little better. We got some sass in his head, his shoulders, ratcheted, full 360. He's got 9 degrees out to the side. I love that they're putting some detailing in here. You see this with a couple other bots where they've got some detail inside, and I really like that. Bicep swivel, full 360. And he's got a double jointed elbow, which I did not expect, but is really nice. So the double jointed elbow gets you more than 90. So that's pretty good. Due to the transformation, you get a little bit tilt down. You get wrist swivel, which is really nice. And let's see, he's got waist swivel. No ab crunch, but how far up the leg joints are kind of at least gives him that ability. And he's pretty well balanced. As you can see, he's standing, leaning over. That looks good. So no qualms with that. So his legs all the way out, forward and back. You can move his tail out of the way, so he gets a full 180 on that. He gets 90 out to the side. And what I'm noticing is there's not much hollow bits in here, so I dig that. And you know, something I've noticed, hold on, we got a thigh swivel there too. And it's like a cut joint, but it's fully enclosed. I really like that. Something I noticed, like, this plastic feels really good compared to Grimlock. Grimlock's plastic feels super cheap and chintzy, and it's garbage. I don't like it, and I feel like it's Dollar General quality plastic. And this feels like they're back to kind of what they're supposed to be. This feels way better. So, knee joint is double jointed knee for the full run. And that is really nice. I wish this covered a little bit better, but beggars can't be choosers. I would rather the double jointed knee, then that will give me the full run, than worried about it covering and looking good and not getting all that range. That's some really good range. I am happy with that. That looks really good. So that hinge is a little loose to give him the balance. But man, look at that. That is cool. He can get way up there. I wish that wasn't so loose. Might have to snug that up some. Doesn't look like he gets a toe tilt, but he gets a insanity rocker. We'll give him a Fucking nuts. Just go flat. That probably has to do with the transformation more than anything. But no toe tilt up or down, just crazy rocker. So get that power A stance going. So he looks very beefy, very hinch, very solid figure. And I actually really dig it. And this is probably my least favorite Dinobot. And I like this Dinobot. That says something about the articulation and how he looks. His presence, the feel of the plastic, the paint apps. Could use a little bit more paint apps, I think. But for the most part, yeah. I dig it, dude. I dig it. So, it's really nice. I do not like this hollow bit up in there. But I think that's the only hollow bit I'm really looking at. Like, the back cleans up in the legs really nice. It's got all this sculpted detail on the side that's really pretty. On the back, it's sculpted. I know it's hollow. Under here, that's where the gun tabs in, so I'm not going to fully complain, gripe, be upset about that in any kind of degree. So even underneath on some of these panels that fold back, there's sculpted detail. It's sculpted all over. So for this particular figure, I'm quite happy with. So quick size comparison here. Forgive the dust. Grimlock had me so upset that I just really did not want to deal with him. The plastic definitely feels different, but he is crazy dusty. But he's got that cheap dollar store plastic feel. And he's not much bigger. Not much bigger than Slag. So let me get his gun out of the way. So they are all about equal height. Like crazy equal height. But as you can see, Grimlock's shoulders are up way higher. And he's got a big old noggin compared to Grimlock. Grimlock's head's not nearly as big as his. He's got a fat head. So, they look good as a team, as a unit. The colors are really similar. I wish Grimlock's silver gray stuff was molded in this same color. I feel like this is that cheaper plastic. You know, you can actually hear a tonal difference, but I feel like if this was done in the same plastic, I would like this figure more, because Grimlock does clean up pretty well, but his Dino mode is something else. Robot mode is where Grimlock is the best, but that's a story for another time. And here's Slag with smokescreen, just a carbot, and here he is with Wreck-Gar, and just some size comparisons there for you. So for robot mode, get these guys out of the way. Alrighty, so we're going to try and transform. We're going to try and do our best without instructions. So, but I have them here if I have to defer to them. Looks like that slides up, this slides around, that slides back down, and let's see, Dino foot comes out, which means this will go in. We're going to do the same thing on this side. Slide that up. Going to slide that out and around. And Dino foot. It is hollow up in there. It's not a like deal breaker or anything by any stretch of the imagination. I think that's just the way it has to be. So that is all exploded like so. That all extends out, and I believe that tabs in there. Before I do that, let me put that back to the way it was. Let me collapse the arm, the fist down in heel. It's supposed to, at least. I think I have to rotate it before doing so. Yeah. So you got to rotate the fist 180 degrees and pop in. Rotate the arms down, and boom, you have forward facing dyno. And let's see, there's a whole bunch of articulation bits here. Let's see here. That pops loose there. And it looks like this all pops up somewhere along the way. See, I can tell it's hinged here, but it's being held in place. And I'm trying to figure out to what degree it's being held in place. That's all solid. It does not look like it separates at all. Oh, there we go. That comes down. On earth, that just spins around there. That covers up. Yeah, I'm gone and got it stuck. There we go. Wandered in. There, yeah. So now that hides that. Nice, 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 nice. And then it looks like this, does it rock down and in like so. So you got a double hinge here. It rocks out and down. And then tabs together there. Like so. And then this is this. I would think it goes back here. Yeah, that tabs in like that. Feet come down. His little crest tabs together. I wish his crest was a little bigger. This feels really small comparatively, but we'll get into that later. So now, the feet. Like, I feel like it should go there, but none of that's hinged, none of that moves. Did I just break something? I may have just broke something. Yep, something just broke right there. It's like the ratchet broke loose. There's supposed to be a ratchet there. I can see the ratchet in that one. I broke the ratchet on that. So that will forever be garbage. Garbage knee. Yay. Well, poop. Looks like I own it now. Man, that sucks. All right, back to the feet. That's all they do is rock one way or the next. So This doesn't rotate down. Oh, now that went like that. That goes like that. But it still doesn't get me anywhere. Where's the box? Let me just look at the box. Does it spin around 180 like so? It does. That's how it's supposed to go. Minus the breaking of pieces, of course. So that tabs in, that goes there, and then you got two tabs right here that tuck in to that area. Then let's see, looks like this will cover down to the waist like that. And then oh, it just does not want to stay tabbed in. Nope. There, that can go in there. There's two tab holes. That goes into these holes here, corresponding right there. If I can get it to line up. There's one, I thought. There's two. There we go. Now things are starting to get a little bit more flush. And that all tabs down. That all covers down nice and tight. Broken piece set aside. I'll see what I can do to fix that later. I'm sure it's something I can do. So yeah, there he is in Dino mode. And then his gun tabs in to his cloaca, just like that. Now he has a better extended tail. And I have to say, I do like the Dino mode just fine. I wish this was bigger. And let me bring that down. I do wish this was bigger. I wish this wasn't hollow. And having these articulated would be really nice. He does get his mouth open. He's got pegged there for like a blast flame effect or what have you. I'm sure anybody that's got Jetfire or any of these others, Omega Supreme or Scorponok, you got blast effects that you can use. His legs, his rear legs are just swivel. You can get full 360 minus what gets in the way. He's got a knee joint there and a knee joint there, forward and backwards, so you get a lot of movement range out of him. His front legs are basically just his arms, so he's got all the same bicep swivel, double jointed elbow for range of motion, so none of that changes. There's no articulation in the tail, no articulation in the head. The rest of the body is pretty much a brick. So yeah, but you can get a lot of personality with him. I'm not dissatisfied with it other than the part that I just broke. But that's me because, well, I thought I could do it without instructions. So anyway, here he is with a couple of Carbots. And yeah, not too bad. In fact, I'm probably going to transform Grimlock real quick just to have him next to it. But right quick, I want to go over. He's got painted eyes. The gold's painted. It's got an Autobot Tampo. These don't really move. They're just flexible. So if you bump them, you know, it'll be all right. He's got flat black or grayish gunmetal gray paint here and here, and the rest of it's silver molded plastic. He's got his red plastic here, gold paint all the way around. Lots of sculpted detail. I don't like how hollow this is back here. I understand it's due to the transformation, and I don't imagine that I'll be looking at Dino Butt in display very often, but proportion wise I feel like he's a little turtley as far as how his proportions are going, but he's not horrible. He looks good. I love all the sculpted detail. So really neat little figure. I wish I hadn't broke it, but what can you do? Let me flip through Grimlock real quick. Alrighty, here we go. Now he's there with his Dino buddy, Grimlock. And size comparison wise, they're pretty good. Like it just fine. This is what I'm talking about. This sucks ass. This sucks, man. We could have done better with the tail, had a double collapsing tail and extended it out a little bit more. The other thing I don't like about him is how wide his hips are. But that's a conversation for a different time. This is just mainly for size comparison. And, you know, visually they look good together. Of course, the gray plastic looks like crap on Grimlock compared to the metallic molded plastic on Slag. But what can you do? So, but they're very consistent. Like, you know, they got gold, they got the blue eyes, they've got same internal red pieces showing, and then they got gray, and then they got gold. And then it just kind of gets lost in the tail. I think even Grimlock's tail was silver. But yeah, fairly consistent with the color pattern. They look like a team. They belong together. And that's that. So I'm going to set him over here. All in all, I'm happy with Slag. I'm disappointed that I broke it, but it's minimal. Break area is something I can probably fix at some point. But I think I would keep this one just because I have Grimlock, and I would like to see the other Dinobots that they do. I'd hope that they do a Swoop and a Sludge and a Snarl. So, but yeah, that's it from me. I can sort of recommend getting him more. I would get him before I would get Grimlock, just because Grimlock's Dino mode is sad state of affairs. He looked good in both robot and Dino mode, so no real complaints there. But yeah, if you get them, pick them up, enjoy them. I think that's where Daniel sits. I'm not even going through that garbage. Yeah, leave me comments. Tell me what you think, what you like, don't like, as usual. And hope you all have a great day. Bye.